What would you say in your final moments? Imagine staring death in the face, your heart racing, your breath shallow, your entire life flashing before your eyes. Would you cry out in fear, whisper a secret, or leave behind words so powerful they echo through eternity? These are the last words of history's greatest minds, lovers, warriors, and dreamers, and they will leave you speechless. Steve Jobs, Apple co-founder. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. His final words, spoken while looking at his family, leaving many to wonder what he saw or felt in his last moments. Leonardo da Vinci, Renaissance genius. I have offended God and mankind because my work did not reach the quality it should have. A humble admission from one of history's greatest minds, questioning his own legacy. Marie Antoinette, Queen of France. Pardon me, sir. I did not mean to do it. Spoken after accidentally stepping on her executioner's foot, showing poise even in the face of death. Winston Churchill, British Prime Minister. I'm bored with it all. A surprisingly blunt and human remark from the man who led Britain through World War II. Philosopher. Now is not the time for making new enemies. When asked to renounce the devil on his deathbed, his wit remained sharp until the end. Oscar Wilde, writer. Either that wallpaper goes, or I do. A humorous and ironic quip from the legendary wit, showcasing his trademark humor even in his final moments. Joan of Arc, martyr and saint. Hold the cross high so I may see it through the flames. Her final words as she was burned at the stake, demonstrating her unwavering faith. Thomas Edison, inventor. It's very beautiful over there. A cryptic and poetic statement that has sparked endless speculation about what he saw or felt. Pancho Villa, revolutionary. Don't let it end like this. Tell them I said something. A plea for a meaningful legacy, showing his awareness of how history would remember him. Charles Darwin, naturalist. I am not the least afraid to die. A calm and resolute statement from the father of evolutionary theory. Emily Dickinson, poet. I must go in, for the fog is rising. A poetic and mysterious farewell from one of literature's most enigmatic figures. Groucho Marx, comedian. This is no way to live. A darkly humorous remark from the legendary funny man, even as he faced death. John Barrymore, actor. Die, I should say not, dear fellow. No Barrymore would allow such a conventional thing to happen to him. Benjamin Franklin, founding father. A dying man can do nothing easy. A pragmatic and reflective observation from one of America's greatest minds. Louisa May Alcott, author. Is it not meningitis? Her final words, showing her awareness of her condition even as she slipped away. Karl Marx, philosopher. Go on, get out. Last words are for fools who haven't said enough. A defiant and characteristically blunt statement from the father of communism. P.T. Barnum, showman. How were the receipts today at Madison Square Garden? Ever the showman, Barnum's final words were about business, even on his deathbed. Freddie Mercury, musician. Pee-pee, I'm going to be late. A cryptic and oddly light-hearted statement from the Queen frontman, leaving fans wondering about its meaning. Ludwig van Beethoven, composer. I shall hear in heaven. A poignant remark from the deaf composer, expressing hope for the afterlife. Napoleon Bonaparte, Emperor of France. France, the army, Josephine. His final words, summing up the three great loves of his life. George Washington, U.S. President. "'Tis well." A simple and dignified statement from the first U.S. president as he accepted his fate. John Adams, U.S. President. Thomas Jefferson survives. Unaware that Jefferson had died hours earlier, Adams's final words were a nod to his longtime rival and friend. James Dean, actor. My fun days are over. A haunting and prophetic statement from the young star who died tragically in a car crash. Alfred Jarry, playwright. I am dying. Please bring me a toothpick. A bizarre and surreal final request from the eccentric writer. Richard Feynman, physicist. I'd hate to die twice. It's so boring. A witty and characteristically irreverent remark from the Nobel Prize-winning scientist. Cleopatra, Queen of Egypt. I will not be led in triumph. Her defiant final words before committing suicide to avoid capture by Rome. Socrates, philosopher. Crito, we owe a rooster to Asclepius. Please don't forget to pay the debt. A cryptic and philosophical statement as he drank the hemlock. Elvis Presley, musician. I'm going to the bathroom to read. His final words before his untimely death, leaving fans to speculate about his state of mind. Leon Trotsky, revolutionary. I will not survive this attack. A chillingly accurate prediction after being struck with an ice axe by an assassin. Harriet Tubman, abolitionist. I go to prepare a place for you. A spiritual and hopeful statement from the woman who led so many to freedom. Rasputin, mystic. You'll see. His cryptic final words, after being poisoned, shot, and drowned, adding to his legend. John F. Kennedy, U.S. President. That's obvious. His final words in response to a comment about the weather, moments before his assassination. Marilyn Monroe, actress. Say goodbye to Pat, say goodbye to the president, and say goodbye to yourself because you're a nice guy. A mysterious phone call she made the night before her death, fueling endless conspiracy theories. Vincent van Gogh, artist. The sadness will last forever. A haunting and poetic statement from the tormented artist. Frida Kahlo, artist. I hope the exit is joyful, and I hope never to return. A poignant reflection on life and death from the iconic painter. Alexander the Great, conqueror. To the strongest. His final words, leaving his empire to be divided among his generals. Edgar Allan Poe, writer. Lord, help my poor soul. A desperate and haunting plea from the master of macabre. Charles Dickens, writer. On the ground, his final words, possibly referring to a fall he had taken, remain shrouded in mystery. Nikola Tesla, inventor. I have lived my life in the service of humanity. A humble and reflective statement from the visionary inventor. Mata Hari, spy. Merci, monsieur. Her calm and composed final words before facing a firing squad. John Keats, poet. I feel the daisies growing over me. A poetic and melancholic statement from the romantic poet. Joseph Stalin, Soviet leader. I don't even trust myself. A chilling admission from one of history's most paranoid dictators. Anne Boleyn, Queen of England. I am come hither to die, for according to the law, and by the law I am judged to die. A dignified and composed statement before her execution. H.P. Lovecraft, writer. The world is indeed comic, but the joke is on mankind. A darkly philosophical final thought from the master of horror. Casanova, adventurer. I have lived as a philosopher and die as a Christian. a reflective statement from the legendary lover and adventurer. Sigmund Freud, psychologist. This is absurd. This is absurd. His final words, possibly referring to the pain of his terminal illness. Mozart, composer. The taste of death is upon my lips. I feel something that is not of this earth. A haunting and poetic statement from the musical genius. Dylan Thomas, poet. I've had 18 straight whiskeys. I think that's the record. A darkly humorous remark from the poet, who died shortly after. Catherine the Great, Empress of Russia. I shall be an autocrat. That's my trade. And the good Lord will forgive me. That's his. A defiant and regal statement from one of history's most powerful women. H.G. Wells, writer. Go away, I'm all right. His final words, dismissing those around him as he faced death alone. If you knew these were your final moments, what would you say? Would you leave behind words of wisdom, a cryptic message, or a heartfelt goodbye? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if it moved you, and subscribe for more deep dives into history's most captivating moments. Because life is short, but the stories we leave behind, they're eternal. See you in the next one.
Until next time.